Good morning, everybody. It's Mr. Eric, and I'm going to tell you a story about brothers this morning. And it's a story about Joseph and his brothers, who were the sons of Jacob. Joseph was one of Jacob's 12 sons, and Joseph did not get along with his brothers. It was so bad that his older brother sold him as a slave, and he was taken to Egypt. Things worked out pretty well in Egypt until Joseph was accused of a crime he didn't commit, and he was thrown into prison. Because God was with Joseph, Joseph could tell the meaning of the Pharaoh's dreams, and Joseph got out of prison. The Pharaoh was like the king of Egypt. Everyone did what he said. He put Joseph in charge of running the country. Good choice, right? Because God was with Joseph. When the fields of grain were full, God told Joseph to save some grain for the years when the fields were not full, and that time came. Rains to water the fields didn't come. The ground turned dry and dusty. The grain plants dried up. Then Joseph gave the grain he had saved to the people, and they had food to eat. But in Canaan, where Joseph had lived with Jacob and his family, they had no food. Jacob heard that there was grain in Egypt, so he sent his sons to Egypt to buy it. When they came to the palace, they were taken to the man in charge of the grain. They bowed down to him, but they didn't recognize this man who was their brother. Joseph recognized them, and he sent everyone else out of the room. "My brothers," he said, "it's Joseph. Is my father still alive?" The brothers were so afraid they were shaking. What would Joseph do to them? They had sold him as a slave. "Come closer," Joseph said. "Don't be afraid. God sent me here so I could save my family and many lives here in Egypt." The brothers stopped shaking, but they still couldn't believe what was happening. "Take some grain and then go back to Canaan. Bring my father and everyone here to live where there is plenty of food." Then Joseph kissed his brother and forgave them for what they had done to him. Then they left. "Hurry back," called Joseph, and they did. When they returned, the whole family came with them, and it was a wonderful day, especially for Joseph and his father Jacob. Now will you pray with me? Dear God, your plans are not known to us, but like Joseph, we know you are with us always. Amen.